What's going on, everybody? SLB coming at you with another video review. This time we'll be looking at Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Class Furos and Hardhead here. And here he is in his packaging, and very nice Titans Return packaging. Like always, you got the figure here in robot mode, all clamshelled and in there. You've got the picture up top here. I don't know what you can see. Let's just do it on the side here. There you go. Kind of nice picture there of Hardhead's decapitated head floating around there. Titans Return Deluxe Class, different languages. Furos, Hardhead, ages 8 and up from Hasbro. On the back of the box, you do have the obligatory product shots here. You've got Loudmouth, Blur, Sentinel Prime, Autobot Blaster. Works with all these different versions. You know, it works on your Deluxe, your Voyager, and your leader, your Voyager and your leader class, blah, blah, blah. My tongue is tied. And at the top here, you do have a brief bio. You may feel free to read at your leisure. Just hit the pause button. Read if you want. Go ahead. Just read it. And you have read that. And now we will take him out of the packaging. See the Hardhead in his awesomeness. Well, alright, here is Hardhead in his vehicle mode, and really quickly, let's take a look at the accessories, or things that come with it. First and foremost, we have the obligatory collector card, which I really do like. I like the the artwork. Would have liked it a little bit lighter so I can see a little bit more detail, but there he is, the full body of the Headmaster combining with the torso, and tech specs on the back, which I really do appreciate, really do like, of Hardhead and Furos, and he's super strong. So he would what we would consider a jock, maybe? I don't know. And you would think with this giant can that comes with him, he had more firepower, but I guess it's not that big. But there is the collector card and the instructions as well. And I'm surprised I was able to fold these back up the way they were. Sorry about there's a bug in my face, but there are the instructions. Also included, you do get these giant cannon of murder and death and destruction. Some really nice molded detail on this cannon as well. You can't see that molded detail. It's really nice. And that just plugs in right here as it should, because it's normal. So yeah, here is Hardhead, and here is another gun that comes with him. I keep forgetting about all the accessories that comes with him. He's got this other hand pistol here with some really nice molded detail in there as well. And that just plugs in right there, even though that looks ridiculous, but that's where it can go for storage. Yay, storage. Putting that off to the side. And here is his little Headmaster Furos. Yeah, Furos. That's his name. I keep forgetting their names. I just want to call this guy Hardhead and just, you know, this is Hardhead. But no, this is Furos. That's Hardhead. So here is Furos, and again, bringing in Blur's Headmaster here, Hyperfire. Wow, everything is different. From the head down to the arms, the chest, everything is different molding on this guy. Some really good paint apps with this one. I love the painted face on this guy, the yellow face mask with the blue eyes. I can't believe they were able to get that. That just looks amazing. And I like the molded detail all throughout, and like other Headmasters, and there is Hardhead's head. And that is a great face sculpt. I really do like that. Not quite a fan of the green that kind of hides behind there. I would have liked if this was kind of painted a little bit to kind of hide it, but that's as close as far as you're going to get it, because I like the outline of Hardhead's face sculpt here. But nonetheless, let's put him off to the side. Let's get to the vehicle, shall we? And the vehicle I'm okay with. I know some people have had problems with joints and connections. He's okay. There's just some things I don't like about this. But first, let's get into the molded details of this guy, and some really good, nice molded details. I mean, you got some nice molded detail up here as well as in this section here. Some nice vented molds right here. And my friend Rick, I think he's my friend. Yeah, he's my friend. Friend of mine, Rick, mentioned this to me, and this molded detail right here, it's a face. And every time you look at this now, you'll always see the face. Which I have been doing because there are the eyes, the nose, and the mouth right here. I'm screaming at you! But yeah, you got a little all about symbol right there. Some really nice molded detail in the treads on this area here. And the treads themselves are really nicely molded as well. Again, some nice molded detail all throughout the back here. And back here, it's not a lot going on there. I mean, but again, that nice molded detail all throughout the treads right here. This clear plastic part right here, I love that molded detail of the sights right here, which is really nice. I really do like that. And like all other Headmaster Deluxe figures, you can't fit the Headmaster in there, but let's quickly get into the, you can see in there, the nice molded detail in there as well. Sorry for hitting the camera just now, but you just take him, blorp, and there he is, sitting down there. So yeah, that's that. Let's get into some comparisons now, shall we? Let's get him next to Titan Master Brawn here. So yeah, there he is next to Titan's Master Brawn. I kind of like the lighter green more than the dark green. I'm just going to say that right now. Here he is next to the Legends class wheelie. I think I might have messed that up in an earlier episode. But that Legends class wheelie. And here he is next to his brother, his Titan Master brother, Blur. Blur is a lot longer, but Hardhead's very beefier. Yeah. The treads is what do it. And for some non-Titans Return comparisons, here he is next to Combiner Wars Deluxe Smoke Screen. I don't even know how to hold these things. Just hold them like this. There you go. Here's your comparison. And that was Moose. I don't know if you heard that. He must want something. But yeah, there's that. And for one more comparison, here he is next to Voyager class. Oi! Hotspot. So yeah. So yeah. So vehicle mode, the things I'm not a fan of, there's certain gap issues right here. Like, yeah, right there is a gap issue. And the fact that these back legs, the back treads right here, are kind of loose and they really don't tab in anywhere. They just kind of, it's a friction right here that kind of holds them in place. And not really that fan of it, but it still rolls very nice. I would be careful though with this right here because it does pop out really easily, and that's the front roller for it. But yeah, you got some wheels in the bottom here. Nothing really big going on right here, but yeah, that's it. If you would like to, you can take the big giant cannon of murder death here and open it up like that. Take another Titan Master. We'll take Blur's Titan Master here. Have him in the seated position. Yeah, you really get him in the seated position. And he can do that. Then that's where this other gun comes into play. Just pop it up there, and he can man that gun while Furos is driving here. So I think that's kind of cool. Really neat playability there. And my phone just went off. I don't know if you heard the vibration, but I have to go yell at my niece. But that is that for vehicle mode. Let's get him into robot mode, shall we? Well, here is Hardhead in robot mode, and again, kind of in robot mode because you're missing his head. So, sorry about that. Here is Furos, and Blorp Blorp, and there you go. And there you have Hardhead in robot mode. And I'll get into all the nitty-gritty final thoughts later. Really quickly though, let's go over articulation. The head is on a ball joint, can do a full 360, cannot look up all that much, cannot look down all that much. The shoulders are on a ball joint, can go all the way around. You do have a swivel at the elbow. You do have double jointed elbows, but you still can only get little over 9 degrees. The hands, very tight mushroom peg here, so it's a very tight swivel. And if you want, but that's mainly for transformation, but if you want, you can get them. My wrist broke. No waist articulation whatsoever. Hips, you do have a ball joint. Hips can go forward all that way. You can only go back about that far on this side because of the canopy, but if on this side, whoop, you can pretty much be a ballerina. They can go out all that way. You do have a swivel right there as well. And you do have a 9-degree bend at the knee, the feet. Not that much articulation, just as you can do that. That's mainly for transformation purposes. I almost said porpoises. So yeah, that's it for articulation. And for molded, for the details here, some really nice molded detail. As just like in vehicle mode, you do have the vents right here for molded detailing. Some nice Autobot stickers, and this face that you'll always see whenever you look at it, there's a face. Some molded detail on the shoulders here, as well as the forearms. This is going to sound weird, but a pretty nice crotch piece right here. I do like the yellow and the red right there, the little black in there. Kind of breaks it up, and the treads molded here as well. Let's get into some comparisons. Let's just get these comparisons right off the bat here, shall we? So let's just put him right here. For comparison purposes, here he is next to Legends Class Wheelie. Let's get him off to the side here. Here he is also next to Deluxe Class Blur. Just for comparison purposes. And for another comparison, let's just get into Deluxe Combiner Wars smokescreen here. Just put them right next to each other. There we go. And yeah, Hardhead's a little bit taller than Smokescreen, but not by much. You know, it's going off the head, not the shoulders. I know the shoulders are taller, but you know, whatever. And here he is next to Voyager Class Hotspots, and let's just whoop, move it up a little bit. There you go. There's your comparison shots. And now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of Hardhead here. Accessories, you can take the giant cannon of murder and death, and there's a hole right there that this just plugs into. And here's my one nitpick. My friend Rick brought it up to me before I bought it, and I completely agree with him that this is kind of an issue, but there's a sliding mechanism here, sliding gimmick that can slide back and forth. And for robot mode, for vehicle mode, you're supposed to have it there. For robot mode, you're supposed to have it there. So if you have his shoulder up where it's supposed to be, right about here, and you put the cannon down flush, it kind of bangs into his head and it's askew. I mean, you can kind of throw it on his shoulder like that, but that I'm not a big fan of how that works. If you slide the mechanism all the way over, yeah, it fits, but it kind of hinders his head movement a little bit there. As you can see, there's really not a lot of clearance for his head to move around. So you're supposed to slide it over, and this is the only way I can think of doing it, is you just put the shoulder all the way down so that this is flush. But that looks like he's kind of got monkey arms to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of that, but if that's the way you want it, that's the way you're going to get it. Or you can just leave it like this, which I don't think that looks all too bad. I mean, really. And then when he's ready to fight, he can kick it up. But, you know, that doesn't look too bad. Kind of like that. Then you can take his other gun he comes with that plugs into his hand, and you can hold it like that. But, again, one of my nitpicks is this elbow joint right here is not all that tight. So, say, slightest touch can make it come down, but it is what it is. And you can take one of the Titan Master weapons here. I've got Brawn. Sorry, I keep using Brawn, but it's the only one I got for now until I find the other ones. let's just use this arm. You can plug that in right there, and he can use that. Again, not super tight elbow joints, but there's that. And I also found that this works. This is kind of weird, but you can take the hole here, and this can actually plug into here. And he can use that as his shoulder cannon and hold this as a weapon. Yeah, that's just weird. That's not my Hardhead. There you go. That's Hardhead for you. So yeah, final thoughts on this guy. Not the worst. Not Blur. Not the best. But he isn't all that bad. I mean, the joints can be fixed. The main issue I have is the placement of the cannon, because you know, it with this arm down and the mechanism all the way over, he does look like he's got, you know, a broken shoulder. His shoulder's dislocated. I mean, you can remedy that by holding it out like that to make it look like he's holding it. And that doesn't look too bad, but I don't display my figures that way. I just kind of display them looking all normal like that. So, it is what it is. I'm still saying Blur is the best, but I'm saying Hardhead, not that bad. Issues aside, you know, the good outweigh the bad. So, easily remedied fixes. I do dig him. So, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All that information will be in a description down below. Patreon as well. Down description down below. This is SLB, and this has been my review of Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Class Hardhead. That's a mouthful. And this is SLB saying, my childhood hates me.